on your stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order. Intellectually petty radio on the stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you by M3S3 Clothing. Men make moves and suckers stand still. And as always, on the mighty Nerf DJs Radio Network. Y'all already know, man, I only rock with legends around here, and today is absolutely no exception. We got the queen of New Detroit, wife, mother, author, podcast host, talk show host. Matter of fact, the first talk show host on Tubi, East Warren representative. We got Randi Rossario in the building. How you doing, queen?
Hey, that was a dope intro. I'll take that.
Oh, you know, I'll be working on it.
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing great. How's the family?
Everybody's doing pretty good. Just doing a really good reset. We're in town for a couple of weeks, so just trying to get some stuff in order and whatnot.
Oh, shout out to the Cambria Hotel. Got to make sure I throw a plug.
And always shout out to the Cambria Hotel.
Located at 600 West Lafayette Boulevard. Talk Ish, how's that going for you?
Talk is just going pretty good. I like the fact that we're all getting to know each other a little bit better for camera time. I think that the more you get to know the people that you host with and that you're working with, the better you kind of look and seem to interact on camera. So I love that. I love that we're all getting to know each other.
Okay. And I know time is limited, so I'm going to give a brief synopsis and correct me wherever I'm wrong.
Okay.
Hip-hop artist. He's in a rock group.
Yes.
Author.
Yes.
How many books you got?
6.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where you find time to write 6 books?
I love writing books, and I'm actually in the middle of, I'm almost finished writing my next book. I'm really excited about that.
Oh my God, I haven't read 6 books in the last 20 years.
Oh, you got to oh my gosh, what? You have to change that. I challenge you to change that. You have to read at least 2 books this year, man. Come on.
You know what? And I was talking to my boy, and I'm like, I got to get smarter. I got to read some books. I've always hated reading.
Yeah, you're intellectual, right? Petty radio. You got to be intellectual first. Come on.
I don't need. I'm pretty much. I'm a smart guy by nature, but yeah, I could work on it. I'm not gonna lie about it. You got into a car accident in 2018?
I think 2017, but it could have been 2018.
Okay.
Oh no, I think it was 2018. Yeah, it was 2018.
And get into a car accident. I've been in car accidents before. Horrible experience.
Yeah.
But there's always a rainbow through the storm.
Yeah.
What was the rainbow about the car accident?
For me, I think the rainbow was it set me down. And during that time, I really that was just the time for me to do like the interpersonal work and start really my healing journey from, getting away from things that I really was not called to do. And during that time, my husband and I got back together. And I think that was, something that was a really good rainbow.
It's a beautiful rainbow. And I've had the honor of seeing you guys in person, and you guys are just powerful.
Thank you.
There is such a spirit around y'all. And I'm an energy type of person.
I really appreciate that. I think that that's my best friend in real life. I know people probably say that a lot about their mates and then 6 months later divorced. But no, that really is my best friend, and he's good people, he's just really good people.
Hey, gotta thank him for helping put this together too.
Oh yeah, always. Shout out to JC.
How do you manage the balance between wife, mother, and touring?
Well, the good thing is we have a hell of a village around us. Touring takes a lot of energy and a lot of time out of you, but my mom and my dad And our oldest two moms, our oldest two have they have a biological mom. Her name is Alex. Allie. She's really dope. She's very hands on. She does what she's supposed to do as a mother, but she also does what she's supposed to do as a co-parent. My mom and dad are very helpful. They love helping with their grandkids. Our kids are actually over there right now. We just did some recording this week, and needed a quick little reset time because things kind of went crazy a little bit this week. So my mom and dad love helping with their grandkids. We have a hell of a village around us for real. And as far as like I guess balancing it with being a wife, I never have to go out of wife mode. I mean, I never go out of mom mode either, but I definitely never have to go out of wife mode because my husband travels with me.
Okay.
He's also like my day-to-day manager, and he handles all of that stuff. He's also my security. So he's always there with me. I think the balance sometimes has to be reminding myself that I'm not on stage. So whereas on stage, I might have to have a conversation. Someone says something and I have to say something back. We have to have that dialogue back and forth. I have to remind myself sometimes when I'm not on stage, like, hey, your husband is just telling you how he feels. There's no need for the dialogue back and forth, So things like that. But overall, life's good.
Your optimism is and your wisdom. Like I'm probably twice your age, and I couldn't muster up the wisdom that you got. Where's that come from?
Life experience, and my mom and my dad are pretty dope. They're pretty good people. They've been married for 33 years and together for 43 years.
Damn.
Yeah, they've been doing this thing a long time. They good people though. So I think just from my life experience, my mom and my dad, and just life just constantly reminding me to stay focused and to stay focused and to stay focused and to keep that energy good, because when the energy go left is when life starts to go left. So you might as well try to keep it right on path.
Now we know you from Detroit.
Yeah.
You got a cousin coming in from out of town. Give me 3 spots you're gonna show them first.
Give me more of a description of the cousin. What kind of cousin is it?
It's your cousin. Y'all the same age.
Mm-hmm.
It's your cousin from down south.
All right, so cool. It's my cousin from down south. We the same age. Out the gate, I'm avoiding food because.
No Coney?
Okay, so listen, we gotta stop acting like this food is like the best food in the world. Like, we have to stop. We owe it to ourselves to be honest. We owe it to ourselves to be honest about our experiences at these restaurants. Some of them are just not that good. They're just Detroit traditions. We have to express that. Like, my cousin from the South, I'm going to be embarrassed to take to about 80% of the restaurants, honestly. So I'm going to make sure I take her to Belle Isle. We're going to go to Belle Isle, have a good time in Belle Isle.
I'm with you on that.
I'm probably going to for sure take her to, somewhere like They Say or District 87, or, one of those fun downtown spots, maybe even Chibo, Chibo, shout out to Cambria again, maybe one of those spots.
Okay.
And then my last thing will probably be like hopefully it's time for the Pistons to be playing. So hopefully like a basketball game or something like that. I think that would be cool. That's a cool Detroit experience.
That's a cool Detroit experience. I might hit up the museum too, though. Like the African American Museum is dope.
Yeah. Okay. You can have it.
That's too much, huh?
Last time I went to the African American Museum, I scared the shit out of my daughter. And I didn't even realize how scary it was until I started looking at it. And I was like, man, this shit kind of is scary, big dog. I'm sorry. My daughter was like 6 years old, bro. I felt so bad. I can't hold you. She was 6, and we went downstairs into the part where the slaves are. Oh my
that
God.
ship.
I don't know why. Like, to me, I wasn't considering how scary it was or how much of an experience it would be for a 6-year-old. But she was like, why are those people like that? What is going on? Like, she was terrified. So, yeah, we haven't been back since.
Although, for a 6-year-old, I could definitely understand that because I was, a whole adult when I went and got it. But, yeah, it was a
but to
different
be
type
fair,
of
I love the African American Museum. We were going to get married there, but we ended up getting married in Puerto Rico.
That would have been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that little foyer part in the front.
Mm-hmm. Where the echo is. And
yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
that's fucking
sweet,
dope.
Ain't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
they
sweet
want a
right there.
pretty penny too. I was gonna do it.
Yo, they want a pretty penny for everything up in that joint.
Shout out to inflation. Ugh.
I don't know inflation. I'm talking
You
about
say that
beef.
was before.
That was before.
I thought it was our museum. I don't get an art discount.
No. Yo, how did you get into comedy?
Oh man, comedy. I've wanted to do stand-up comedy my entire life. That's if we're being honest, the want to do stand-up is more consistent than almost anything that I've done. I've wanted to do stand-up since I was about 18 years old, and I've kept saying, I'm going to do stand-up comedy, I'm going to do stand-up comedy, I'm going to do stand-up comedy. And then I finally started doing stand-up comedy. I'm like, oh, wow, this shit is fun. It's different, but this shit is fun and doable. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm too scared.
No, you got to just do it.
I can be funny during a conversation,
Yeah.
but to actually sit down and write jokes, and not just write the jokes, but the delivery, the timing, it may be more important than the joke.
I will tell you that stand-up comedy will humble a motherfucker that can make people laugh in conversations. Let me tell you that. Because people like me am usually the person that can get the giggles to going in conversation. Just, just off the, tell a quick little jab here and there. Stand-up not like that. Stand up is not what you think it will be on that. So I definitely can understand that. The one to tell the story, the one in the conversation to come full circle and stuff like that. That's where I'm mastering now, having the conversation come full circle. Because I love when my first joke, and I'm doing like a 20-40 minute set. I love when my first joke comes right back up in my last closing joke. That's dope to me. That's comedy to me.
Okay, and I know we ain't got but a couple more minutes. You're especially just going through your Instagram. It's positivity after positivity after positivity, but that's not every day, all day for you.
No.
Is it a burden when you come across people you having a shitty day and they expect you to be Instagram?
Yes. I talk about this all the time. Yeah, it's a burden because it dehumanizes you. Which is why I like to be transparent during the moments where I'm not feeling so good, or I'm not having the best day, or I'm not in the highest vibrations, or maybe my energy might be a little musty, because that does happen. What I've learned is that my misery is not a misery that likes company. My misery loves to be by itself and just figuring it out and dissecting what's going on by itself. I'm not the person that wants to be miserable with everyone else involved, and I want you to feel how I feel, and I want to pull you in, and I want all my friends around me so they can know how I feel. I'm not that person. So I've learned to just kind of let it be known if I'm having a day or if I'm feeling a type of way, and things like that, just to kind of give that transparency. So it's not expected for me to constantly be just perfect Patty and yay, yay, yay. Cause no, I'm a human being, bro. Like, I be burnt out sometimes. I have depression and anxiety too, just like the rest of us. We've all lived through many of crazy moments in this world. So we're kind of battling a lot of the same stuff. No matter what you see, when you see these influencers or you see even celebrities, like, bro, we see what's going on right now with, that one man, and you see how easy it is to have everything that you work for taken from you. I mean, you probably deserve to have some shit taken from you from what he on, but you still get to see how easy it is for you to fall into this trap of, oh, I was out here doing this, so now this is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to get caught up. So shoot, you see people having a tough day, or you see somebody that maybe not is it 100% of the energy that you would recognize them in, like, just send a prayer that way and keep it moving. Like, you can't personalize or internalize and take personal everything that's going on around you, because most of these people don't have their own head on straight. They're not thinking about themselves. A lot of these people aren't thinking about, what their next move is, or how they really are feeling, or even processing what they really have going on. They're just going through their routine. They're not thinking about stuff for real. So how you gonna personalize them disrupting your routine? They're not thinking about your routine. They're not even thinking about you for real. You just so happen to cross paths with them.
Facts. And I was on a conference call yesterday, and it's ugly for your mans.
Oh no. Why?
Yes, it's about to get uglier.
Oh, I can. Oh, I
Like
know.
a lot uglier.
I know.
And because they already got one person on are already lined up to testify against him, like a person in the know.
Mm-hmm.
And once that shoe drops, they talk about he got cameras in every room that was
Yeah.
hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very interesting to see how all this plays out, and I really hope that people that are affiliated and connected to him understand exactly what that looks like and what's going on in that situation for real for them. And I really want people to understand, like, because just all of last year we were looking at Carisha and Diddy and saying things like, "Oh, relationship goals." Nah, I need you to understand. Just like we'll said, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm not saying that man's a devil. I'm not saying nobody is a devil or an angel. But what I will say is the devil passes out blessings too.
Oh,
Period.
that's a bar right there.
The devil got blessings to pass out too. The devil here, when you talking to God out loud, or when you talking to God, the devil can hear some of those conversations too. So some of those rewards that you might be praying for, and it might look like God showing up, might be the devil rewarding you for doing the devil's work. So a lot of
Damn.
us gonna start seeing a lot of situations come full circle and come to a head like it's supposed to, because in real life that was never God's work. So a lot of things will come to light. What's done in the dark will always come to light. We know that.
That's why I stay in the house.
Don't be doing nothing in the dark there too, because it's gonna come to light.
Lights on. Oh, if people want to check you out online, let them know how to get in touch with you. And how many shows are you doing now?
Right now I am three, four. I'm developing one more, so five currently. Currently, I'm developing five show. Well, I'm a part of five projects that I'm on and kind of just producing and stuff like that. But if you guys want to follow me, check me out at the Randi Rossario Show right there. Or Randi Rosario everywhere, or randyrosario.com, all that good stuff. You can find me on Tubi. You can find me on Tonight's Conversation. You can find me on a lot of different places. Just Google Rosario with two S's. Everybody thinks it's like Rosario Dawson, but it's not. Look, it got two S's right there.
Yeah, I spelled
Yep.
it wrong initially on the flyer. I fixed it though before I put it out.
All good. I appreciate it.
And one more thing, I read a comment. You were on Anton Daniels' podcast recently, and the lady said this woman does something to my spirit. She's a vibe. I completely agree.
Thank you so much. That's so dope. And yeah, shout out to Anton. That's one of my mentors, one of the big homies. He has a lot of the good game. He's not afraid to teach people how to win, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man, I'm just an old nigga in his basement. I'm not doing none of that shit. Shout out to that man though, and whoever else is out there giving game, including yourself. I just want to say thank you for stopping by. If there's anything I can possibly do for you, I'm not sure if there is, but if there is, don't hesitate to let me know, and I got you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you sharing your platform with me and my brand. I really do.
Are you kidding me? He's like the biggest thing going. Like, who wouldn't?
No, thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, you have a phenomenal day, and an even greater year.
You too, and I received that, and I pray nothing but blessings over your platform and over your life as well this year. Have a good one.
I received that too. Thank you.
Bye.
Peace. Yo, and again, don't forget to check out the Cambria Hotel. Cambria, Cambria Hotel in Detroit, Michigan. That is 600 West Lafayette Boulevard. And please look up the Talk Ish podcast on iHeartRadio. And shout out to Mikey, just my guy for the plug. Anyway, I'll be back at 7 o'clock with Heather J, comedian extraordinaire. Thank you. And yeah, have a good one. See you in a minute.